The ambulance was on its way back from a call. The weather that day was not very good, and there had been a lot of emergency calls. Suddenly, the driver slowed down. A majestic lion was sitting in the middle of the road. He wasn't afraid of the vehicle, almost as if he had been waiting for it. The driver honked the horn, but the lion didn't move. The emergency crew had seen a lot over the years, but nothing like this had ever happened before. A nurse cautiously stepped out of the ambulance and tried to scare the lion away. To everyone's surprise, the lion stood up and calmly walked to the side of the road, but didn't run off. As soon as the nurse got back into the vehicle, the lion returned to the same spot. Perplexed, the nurse decided to try approaching the lion again. This time, the lion didn't run, but he also didn't let her get too close. Instead, he turned around and began walking slowly toward a nearby patch of bushes, pausing occasionally to check whether someone was following him. The nurse suddenly stopped and called out to her colleagues. When the rest of the team arrived, they saw an elderly man lying unconscious near the bushes. It was clear he had collapsed and was in serious condition. The man was quickly loaded into the ambulance and rushed to the hospital. Behind them, the lion ran after the vehicle the entire way. The medical staff was deeply moved by the lion's unexpected loyalty. Once at the hospital, they made sure to feed him, comfort him, and keep him safe. When the man was transferred from intensive care to a regular ward, the doctors allowed the lion to visit him. After much discussion and persuasion, even the head doctor agreed. The reunion was emotional. The lion gently nudged the man's hands while the man, tears streaming down his face, reached out to stroke his faithful companion. Even the medical staff couldn't hold back their tears. From that moment on, the man began to recover more quickly. He would often look out the window, talk to the lion, and do everything he could to regain his strength so he could go outside to see him again. The loyalty and presence of the lion amazed everyone. The doctors later diagnosed the man with a stroke. It turned out he had collapsed while out walking with his lion, who had stayed by his side until help arrived. If it hadn't been for the lion stopping the ambulance, he might never have been found in time. All that time, the lion stayed near the hospital walls, refusing to leave. The man's wife tried to take him home, but the lion resisted, struggling, growling, and refusing to go. Eventually, their son managed to coax the lion into the car and take him home. But just a few hours later, the lion returned to the hospital, standing silently near the entrance, watching and waiting.